Hello friends, today I'd like to have a look at Badfinger, a Welsh/English rock band from Swansea, Wales. They're active in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. And the classic lineup was Pete Ham, Mike Gibbons, Tom Evans, and Joe Moland. They began with an equally cool name, the Ivies, perhaps a nod to their countrymen, the Hollies. The Ivies became the first band to sign with the Beatles' shiny new Apple label in 1968. They changed to Badfinger, a name derived from the working title of the Beatles song With a Little Help from My Friends, which was Badfinger Boogie. There were 5 Badfinger albums through Apple, but in '73, the chaos of the Beatles' breakup engulfed Apple and their clients. There were 4 big hits: Come and Get It, written by Paul McCartney, No Matter What, Day After Day, and Baby Blue. Badfinger's song, Without You, was a #1 hit for Harry Nilsson in the US and later a #1 for Mariah Carey, also in the US. Badfinger post-Apple was a legal nightmare, so bad that Pete Ham hung himself in 1975. And then between 75 and 83, the surviving members struggled to recapture the spirit that made for the hits, but it didn't happen, and Tom Evans also hung himself. This should be studied as textbook psychology, how not to get too wrapped up in your own work. There ought to be a chapter or 2 on Alan Klein. After Come and Get It was a hit, Paul McCartney thought the name Ivies was too trite for the new decade. John Lennon had heard his finger playing piano on a demo of For a Little Help from My Friends, so that's where the name Badfinger came from. Come and Get It sold over 1 million copies. It was in the top 10 all over the world, and #7 in the US and #4 in the UK. Badfinger's first album was called Magic Christian Music. Magic Christian Music in 1970, and it went to #55 in the US. Here's the songs. 1, Come and Get It by Paul McCartney. I could see Paul singing this, Sonny. 2, Crimson Ship by Ham and Evans. This one is not impressive. 7, Dear Angie Griffiths. What's with the sour rhythm guitar? 4, Fisherman by Evans. It's very 60s and English. 5, Midnight Sun by Ham. Not his best work. 6, Beautiful in Blue by Evans. Evans is the Davy Jones of this band. 7, Rock of All Ages by Maka. It's kind of like Helter Skelter a little. 8, Carry On Till Tomorrow, Ham and Evans. The verses are nice. 8, I'm in Love by Ham. This is a Walk Out in the Rain by Ham. And the bass is sharp. Come on. 11. Angelique by Evans. Kind of la la. 12. Knocking Down Our Home by Ham. Very hokey. And 13. Give It a Try by the whole band. So, this is a pretty bad album, top to bottom. I knew it gets better. It gets real good real soon. The media saw Badfinger as the Beatles reincarnate. Talk about pressure. Appearing at George Harrison's concert for Bangladesh did little to quell the comparisons. And the next album, the second, unless you count the Ivies, Maybe Tomorrow had the hit No Matter What, went to number 8 in the US. No Dice. I don't get the sleeve art. One, I Can Take It by Ham, already much better. 2, I Don't Mind, Evans and Molland. I'm listening. 3, Love Me Do by Molland. That's a Beatle title. It's not a Beatle song, it's just got the Beatle title. 4, Midnight Caller by Ham. This is the best Ham song yet. 5, what? Hold on. Alright. Still Badfinger. I'm just doing a song that they probably shouldn't have. Okay, good. What are you going to do now? Ah, here we go. So my thing ended. My show should probably end right here. It's going to be, sounds a little better. This is Hello, live in Vancouver.
Hello.
I wonder if Joe Shithead's in the audience.
I'm going to take a little quick second here to say one thing. Badfinger had a little trouble at the airport, and their people was a bit late, so they didn't get a sound check. And let's just work on a little bit of buzz. Right on with Badfinger.
I wonder what happened at the airport. Alright, that sounds pretty good, huh? Back to No Dice. No Matter What, this is the hit. It's really only 1.5 good songs here. 6, Without You, Ham and Evans, Flat Boys, Nilsson, Schmilsoned You. 7, Bloodwing, Ham, as in Bloodwind Pig. 8, Better Days, Evans and Holland. 9, It Had to Be by Gibbons. 10, What for John by the band. This is a pub song. 11, Believe Me, Evans. 12, We're for the Dark, Ham. I was wrong about this band. Molland is a good guy. Because he survived doesn't make him the villain. Here's Straight Up. 1, Take It All, that's Ham. High Notes Are Not Your Friend, Pete. 2, Baby Blue by Ham. Why aren't the other songs like this one? It's perfect. 3, Money by Evans. Not the best things in life are free, but you can give it to the birds and bees. That's another Beatles title for the song. 4, Flying, Evans and Molland. That's a Beatles title. That's 3. 5. I Die Babe by Molland. Not bad. George plays on guitar. 6. Name of the Game by Ham. Yeah, George Harrison's on this one too. 7. That sounds like George Harrison playing lead, doesn't it? Suitcase. Molland. This is good. 8. Day After Day by Ham. Ham's best. George's guitar again. 9. Sometimes by Molland. This is a rocker. 10. Sweet Tuesday Morning by Molland. This is very good. 11. Perfection by Ham. Good also. 12. It's Over. Evans. That's very good. So George Harrison played slide on Day After Day. Guitar on I Die Babe. And Leon Russell played piano on Day After Day. Klaus Vorman played keyboards on Suitcase, and Gary Wright played piano on Name of the Game. And in 1972, Alan Klein he cut back on Badfinger's royalty rate and made them pay for their own studio time. Todd Rundgren was hired to produce the next album titled Ass. But he quit due to dollar hassles. Badfinger produced itself, but Apple rejected their version. Ass was the last for Apple. Warner Brothers signed Badfinger to put out a new album every 6 months for 3 years. All good? Ass was delayed and then fell short of expectations and only went to 122 in the U.S. Pete Ham, at age 27, hung himself in his garage after a night of heavy drinking, which was a result of Badfinger's manager, Poley, disappearing the band's working capital. The 2 Warner albums, Badfinger and Wish You Were Here, had been delayed and stalled in production without income. Pete's home had to be bought for his wife, who was pregnant, and it would be lost. It was all too much. As often happens, a suicide will cause more chaos in the aftermath. Badfinger ended, but the band's troubles, legal and emotional, would continue. When Wish You Were Here was finally out, Warner withdrew it for another financial snafu by the band's dismanagement. It's a good album, far better than Ass and Badfinger, but since it was pulled during pressing, there are not many copies, and it's a rare collectible today. Evans died by his own hand after an argument with Molland about what else? Money. Too much is never enough. There have been 3 more versions of Badfinger, one of which is still around today. I hope they have good management.